coaching doesn't work. Not for many people. Did you know that? Coaching. Doesn't matter what mentor, coach, teacher, if you want to call them that as well. Doesn't work. So, as expected, I got some feedback from the latest long video. I might link it on this video here so you can go see it there as well. But that's figured, you know, I would have gotten some feedback from some people, some response, some comments, which hey, it's all good. Good, bad, or different kind of feedback is some type of feedback, so it's good. I can't change things or fix something if I don't know it's broken or can do better at unless you let me know. Hello everyone, Jose J. Garcia, real estate investor, coach, and mentor here. So I'm headed out of one mobile home park and into another one. Heading from near Atlanta now down to Central Georgia. I'm gonna go look at a couple parks and a couple potentials as well. Might have some additional deals for you all. So if you do get into our Let's Do Deals, pitch deals on Tuesdays, which is tomorrow, you will be able to see some of our new inventory. And then I have a lot of inventory in Central Georgia that is about to hit. This is actually one of the very first park owners that I did business with. He reached out to me. Now that's one thing about it is the network. I stay connected, and I just happened to reach out to him, just checking in as usual. And he said, "Oh, Jay, we might be getting a new park, and it is in bad conditions to say the least." Now the beautiful thing about it was the next sentence that he notated on there was more so, now thinking of you, I might decide to go ahead and move forward. Now that's not the first park owner or first park that a investor has bought, not solely, but bonus of having me on his side. And it's because he knows that I will take care of him. I'll bring students, I'll bring investors in there, and bottom line is he doesn't have to worry about what am I going to do with so many empty pads or so many distressed homes, because he knows, as they say, we know you got our back. So yes, I do. But anyway, I wanted to make that video because I did get feedback on the video, and I know I would. A little bit of kickback, and I love it. I love it all. You know, I'm glad more so I love that you watch my content. And that's kind of what I make it for. So, but yeah, nothing works unless you do. Remember that. Nothing works unless you do. It does not matter what coach, what mentor you get. You know, if you're not willing to put the time, put the work in yourself, it's not going to work. And I think a lot of people have a misconception of what a actual coach and mentor is. Okay, now I've defined the difference between a coach and mentor and a teacher. So if you need to go watch that video, I might link it on here as well. By the way, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button if you find these videos productive. But you know, I've had many coaches over the past years, and I have even more now. I have more coaching mentors now than I did when I first got started. What does that tell you, for instance? Okay, we all need coaching mentors. We all need that guidance. A lot of people think that they're saving money by not getting a coach and a mentor, and that's a mistake. A lot of people make even a worse mistake, and that is they're in time of cutting back for whatever reason you may be. The first thing that you think about is, oh, I got to get rid of my coach. Wrongo. Okay, my coach and mentors would say you cannot afford not to afford to have a coach and mentor. So getting rid of one, especially in times of trouble, you're clearly not thinking right in those terms. But so a lot of people said, well, you know, Jay, your concept is a little bit more, and I've heard this for a long time, you're more military like. I say call it whatever you want to call it. It's done right. Because here's one thing I can tell you, and this is a little bit of reality check. Okay, and a few people have said, well, you know, we're used to more like congratulating and high fives and being told we're doing great, and I'm not against any of that. And if you are doing great, I don't think there's anybody who's going to tell you you're doing phenomenal more than I am, because I call you out good or bad. So if you're doing great, I'm going to let everybody know. I have a student something, they done this. Go look some of the videos that I just made and posted last night where we got a student, he's in there what I call braggadociously talking. He deserves it because he's doing great. He's on his third deal, and on his second deal, he managed to be all in for less than what I was in when I first got started. Now you got to think there's been inflation, the markets are going up, the numbers are going up. For him to come in 7 years later and on his second deal have all in, less money out of pocket than when I first got started, he's onto something. He's doing great. Very proud of him. Him and her. He now has a partner as well, a lady he brought in. So not too much on that business. But here, I'll ask this: if you used to high fives and you used to good jobs, take out the trash, good job. Bring me a cup of water, good job. How's that worked out for you? How high fives are so phenomenal, so good. Pat on the back every time you simply do something small. I'm not against rewards, but how has that worked out for you? Most times than not, it does not work, or it would have got you further ahead already. So you see, if my concept of coaching and mentors is a little more stern, a little more military-like, I would say, well, I can only implement and I can only do what I'm coaching, mentor myself, and my coaches are very much like that. Okay, so that's kind of how I pass. Now, one thing about getting a coach and a mentor, I always say, is do not hire a coach and a mentor who they themselves don't have a coach and a mentor. There's no such thing as somebody knows it all. And a knows it all usually likes it all more so. So I want somebody who has many coach and mentors, because here's the beauty about getting somebody like that. Like, for instance, my coach, one of many, JT Fox, #1 world wealth and business coach. He has many coaches above him and around him. And when I get coached by him, I'm not just getting him. I'm getting the knowledge that all the other coaches have implemented in him. Not to mention, and he mentioned this the other day because he is coaching me directly again. He said, well, if we ever need to get a hold of this coach, we'll just bring him on the call and we'll discuss questions. Now, how beautiful is that not only am I getting him, but I'm getting his coaches. And again, the education knowledge that has been put on him, I'm going to get that too. Or in the same way with y'all, if you are getting into mobile home investing. Okay, if I coach and mentor y'all, you're not just getting me, you're getting me, my knowledge. And if there is a question that I'm not a know-it-all, if there is a question that you ask me and I'm not exactly sure, I'm going to run it by my coaches. So now you're getting them as well. And that's the beauty of coaching and mentorship. But the one thing that you cannot forget is that nothing works unless you do. And if you're thinking that you're going to come in and it's an easy road and I'm going to sit back and just basically let the coach and mentor do my work for me, you're mistaken. Short story for you. It just brought me up to this. One of my first coach and mentors, awesome. I talk about him all the time. He now I outgrew him. There's no shame in that. I outgrew him, but he's still a coach and a mentor that did a lot of things because he was one of the first ones that I took on until he basically let me know, at this point I've taught you everything you know. You're doing things that are even bigger than me at this point, and I need you to go to somebody else. Here's who I recommend. So that's how I knew I grew him. This is not by any means putting him down, so I'm not even going to mention his name right now. But one day we were coaching, mentoring, and I was getting in this little, I don't know the right word for it, but it's kind of like what a lot of people think. It's like, well, you start getting a little too comfortable and you start thinking that your coach and mentor is your employee of some sort. I guess that's the right wording for it. Anyway, we were doing a call and he made a comment about something. I need you to do this kind of thing. And my response was somewhere in the mixture of, well, you can handle that one right there, right? And I'm gonna focus on something else. He hung up. He hung up on me. So I didn't think much of it. I was like, okay, whatever. Well, I'll wait for him to call me back. And he didn't. So I tried to call him back 10 minutes later. And he hung up again. So I thought, okay, what's up? So I texted him, hey, what's going on? I keep losing you. His response was, I've never told this story before. His response was, you got the wrong number. Now I really was confused. What? I said, Trevor. Oh, well, there's his name. I said, what? I don't understand. He said, I'm your coach and your mentor, not your employee. I'm not here to do your work for you. That will never teach you anything. I am going to advise you what to do. It is up to you to go out and do it. And if there's any trouble or any issues, you come back to me so that I can re-guide you once more or reset you back up to even better. Okay? And that is one of many things that he did that it was eye-openers for me, because he let it be known what it was. He didn't beat around the bush. He told me if something was great, if something was not, he would be the one that told me, get your head out of your you-know-what and get it on. You're only holding you back. So he did a lot of many things that many mentors and coaches do for you, and that's phenomenal. So that was definitely great for me, having him. And I still touch bases with him, of course, awesome person, but it's one of many things that he did. And that's why I know for a fact today, that, nothing works unless you do. Do not lose what a coach and mentor is and supposed to be. Okay. So Hope this video helps. I just want to touch back on there. I am starting to go down the highway, and of course, it's traffic again. It is Labor Day today. Had a great weekend. I hope all you did as well. I was out looking at many parks. I will have inventory coming up. Depends on when you're watching this video. But Spartanburg, South Carolina, it is a go at this time. It is going to be slowly transitioned. All in all, it's going to be around 20 mobile homes, but it's going to be one of those kind of evicting, long story short, process. So therefore, we're going to get them as soon as they're vacant. I'll say that. But there are coming available. Those are definitely some that I would love to do JV with you. Why? Great market, great area, great numbers. So they check out, and I mean, it's a good setup up there. Even suggested to the park owner, which he goes with really what I tell them, and it's let's convert this smaller park into a 55 and above. Now, some of you, if you don't know what that is, or some of you do know, you know where I'm hinting going with that. Numbers. Let's make these numbers even better. Why not? If the market allows for it, let's push for it. So, but inventory is coming up there. My coaching and mentoring is available. It is slim because I don't like to take so many students at one time, and the reason behind it is I don't give anybody less than my 100%. I don't expect anybody to give me less than, and I don't deliver that in return. So some of you that have reached out to me and are wondering, why do I have to wait for a month before I can start with you? That's the reason behind it. I have one too many students. I only have so many hours in a day, so many hours in a week, and I can only coach so many of you. Now, we are starting a webinar, which is coming available, and that's more so a classroom setting type, where we are going to have multiple students at one time. Don't think that's a little less personal by any means. As a matter of fact, those calls have been very productive in the past, because there are people who are going to ask questions that you all may not even realize, oh, I didn't even know that was a question, kind of thing. Those are always a beautiful thing, and that's why I push for people during the coaching calls, is that ask questions. There is no stupid question. The only stupid question is the one you failed to ask simply because you didn't care to. You could be answering a question for many people if you ask one, so always push for that. But those are coming. I'm going to do a whole nother advertising on just the coaching webinar, because it's going to be huge. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to take on a lot of what's already out there, also going to be part of, so something to look forward to. But this video is long enough. I'm going to let you go. It is Monday. Happy Labor Day. Hope you're all off to a great weekend. Now, still part of the weekend, of course, now into Monday, but it's a holiday, so enjoy. If you're looking for coaching, visit GarciaGMHU.com. Reach out to me directly. Send me a message. Email j@GarciaGMHU.com. Till next time, thank you for watching.